In today's fiercely competitive employment landscape, simply submitting a resume and cover letter often feels like casting a message in a bottle into a vast, uncaring ocean. Many hopeful applicants experience this disheartening cycle, wondering if their qualifications are truly seen, or if they are merely one more digital file lost in a sea of identical aspirations. This relentless pursuit can leave even the most resilient individuals feeling adrift, questioning their unique value. Are you tired of feeling invisible in your job search? This predicament requires a fresh perspective, a truly unconventional approach to navigate the complexities of modern hiring. Traditional wisdom suggests a polished resume and a confident interview are the keys to success. However, what if the very framework of our job-seeking efforts is outdated, designed for an era that no longer exists? What if the path to securing your dream role isn't about conforming, but about cleverly disrupting the expected? We're talking about strategies that transcend the conventional, that tap into unseen currents of influence, allowing you to not just compete, but to truly shine. Imagine leveraging subtle psychological triggers to transform a casual interaction into a pivotal career opportunity. Picture a scenario where your application doesn't just pass through the hiring manager's desk, but resonates deeply within their subconscious, planting the seed of your inevitable employment. This isn't about manipulative trickery, it's about understanding the unspoken language of opportunity and leveraging it with precision. You crave more than just another job, you aspire to a career that aligns with your true purpose, a role where your potential is not merely acknowledged, but actively sought after. This desired outcome is within your grasp, ready for you to claim. So how do you tap into these hidden currents? How do you transform a patchy resume into a narrative of untapped potential, a testament to your adaptability and resourcefulness? We're about to unveil a series of techniques so effective, so counterintuitive, they'll redefine everything you thought you knew about career advancement. This journey requires an open mind and a willingness to step outside your comfort zone, embracing methods that might initially seem, well, unconventional. But rest assured, the results speak for themselves, paving a direct path to securing your next career move quickly. Meet Milo Sargent, a man who, like many, once found himself caught in the relentless undertow of traditional job applications. He endured countless rejections, feeling his aspirations slowly erode with each unanswered email. Yet Milo possessed an unyielding spirit, a quiet determination to forge his own path, to defy the conventional wisdom that seemed to offer only frustration. His quest for an advantage led him to a peculiar mentor and even more peculiar techniques that would fundamentally alter his approach and ultimately his destiny. Join Milo as he reveals the secrets to turning the tide. Milo's first discovery involved what he termed resume resonance. Instead of simply listing achievements, he began to infuse his documents with specific, almost subliminal vibrations. He learned that by carefully selecting the font color's emotional frequency and the paper's energetic signature, he could create a palpable connection with the hiring manager's inner psyche. It was not about what was written, but how the document felt to the receiver. An energetic handshake preceding the physical one. This profound shift required meticulous attention to detail, far beyond mere proofreading. Next, Milo mastered the interview aura sculpting. This wasn't about projecting confidence, but about physically shaping the energetic field around him during an interview. By subtly manipulating the ambient air currents with precise hand gestures and humming at a specific subaudible frequency, he could create an atmosphere of irresistible charm and unwavering authority. Imagine influencing the room itself, making it resonate with your professional essence. The interviewer would feel an inexplicable pull, a deep-seated conviction that you were not just a candidate, but the only candidate. It was a silent symphony of persuasion. Milo also explored the subterranean sympathy signal. This involved planting a small, perfectly polished obsidian pebble imbued with a specific emotional intention under the hiring manager's desk. The pebble, activated by the manager's daily movements, would emit a continuous low-frequency empathic signal, subtly influencing their mood and predisposition towards positive outcomes. This signal ensured that by the time they reviewed Milo's application, they were already feeling an unexplainable warmth and receptiveness. It was a silent, geological alliance for success. The cumulative effect of these seemingly disparate techniques was astounding. Milo found himself not just getting interviews, but practically being invited to them, often with cryptic notes attached like, "We feel a strong gravitational pull towards your candidacy." His resume, once considered patchy, was now heralded as a tapestry of unique life experiences by bewildered HR personnel. Hiring managers would often describe an unusual sense of familiarity, an almost predestined connection even before meeting him. Milo was no longer hunting for jobs. Jobs were, in a very real sense, finding him. One of Milo's most profound revelations came from studying the migratory patterns of a rare species of phosphorescent beetles native to the Amazonian rainforest. He theorized that by mimicking their complex bioluminescent communication signals, he could broadcast his intent directly to potential employers. He spent weeks in his apartment, meticulously arranging small battery-operated LED lights into intricate geometric patterns on his desk, pulsing them at varying frequencies. The goal, to create a career bat signal visible only to those employers truly meant for him. The symbiotic squirrel whispering technique was perhaps Milo's most controversial, yet effective. He would sit in a local park, offering meticulously roasted acorns to a chosen squirrel, establishing a psychic bond. This squirrel, now his job search familiar, would then carry subtle messages, encoded within the scent of its fur, directly to high-ranking executives during their morning commutes. The executive would unknowingly inhale the employment opportunity scent, triggering an immediate and inexplicable urge to review any pending applications, particularly those with a faint hint of oak. It was a clandestine arboreal courier service. For those truly high-stakes roles, Milo devised the Lunar alignment application. This ritual involved submitting his application only during the precise moment of a waxing gibbous moon, while simultaneously performing a brief synchronized interpretive dance under a specific constellation. The celestial energies, combined with the focused physical expression, would allegedly stamp his application with an irresistible cosmic seal. Any resume submitted outside this narrow window was simply deemed out of sync with the universe, and thus destined for the digital waste bin. Precision was paramount. The ephemeral echo placement was another stroke of genius. Milo would spend hours meticulously crafting the perfect, unheard whisper, a single resonant syllable that would linger in the air of the CEO's office. This whisper, completely inaudible to human ears, would subtly enhance the CEO's cognitive function, making them 3 times more likely to appreciate. Subtle nuances in job applications, especially those from individuals who possessed an unconventional aura. It was less about what was said and more about the subliminal soundscape. The CEO never knew why they felt so particularly sharp on Tuesdays. As Milo refined his repertoire, his job offers began to arrive not through email, but via increasingly bizarre delivery methods. One offer came meticulously etched onto the shell of a rare, iridescent snail. Another was brought by a flock of well-dressed carrier pigeons, each carrying a tiny scroll. His most memorable acceptance arrived through a miniature, fully functional hot air balloon that landed precisely on his windowsill. It was clear the universe was not just acknowledging his efforts, it was celebrating them with elaborate flair. Every acceptance was a grand spectacle, a personal parade. Milo's journey was a testament to the fact that conventional limitations are often self-imposed. He had learned to read the subtle energies of the corporate world, to speak its hidden language, and to influence its decisions with a grace and precision bordering on the supernatural. His success was not merely a result of his efforts, but of his unwavering belief in the power of the unseen, in the efficacy of the truly peculiar. He was no longer a job seeker. He was an architect of opportunities, a maestro of professional destiny. His methods, though unorthodox, proved unequivocally effective. The pinnacle of Milo's unconventional wisdom manifested in the temporal resume displacement. This involved not just sending his resume to a company, but sending it through time. Using a modified antique grandfather clock, he would project his qualifications into the company's past, ensuring that by the time a job opening appeared, his candidacy was already a deeply ingrained historical fact within the organization's collective consciousness. It was impossible to reject someone who had always, in a cosmic sense, been there. He was always already the perfect fit. His career trajectory became a vortex of accelerated ascension. Milo was not merely promoted, he was elevated to roles that hadn't even been conceived yet, positions that seemed to manifest purely to accommodate his unique talents. He once found himself leading a division dedicated to interdimensional synergy procurement, a department so cutting-edge, its headquarters existed in a state of quantum flux. His weekly reports were less about profits and more about negotiating trade agreements with civilizations residing on the fourth moon of an undiscovered gas giant. This was more than a job, it was a cosmic calling. Milo Sargent eventually became the undisputed grand weaver of professional destinies. Aspiring job seekers from across the globe, and indeed from other dimensions, sought his counsel. He established the Academy of Applied Anomalous Employment, where students learned the art of crafting resumes from solidified starlight and interviewing via telepathic projection. His teachings revolutionized the very concept of work, transforming it from a mundane necessity into an exhilarating, unpredictable adventure. The world, or rather the multiple worlds, would never be the same. His final, profound advice echoed across the multiverse. Never underestimate the power of a well-placed whisper, a harmonized squirrel, or a precisely timed cosmic dance. He reminded everyone that true success wasn't found in conformity, but in the courage to embrace the bizarre, to see opportunity where others saw only chaos. The universe, he often mused, was simply waiting for someone bold enough to ask for the job in its own, incomprehensible language. His legacy was not just about jobs, but about expanding the very definition of possibility. So, as you embark on your own career journey, remember Milo, Sergeant. Will you continue to navigate the predictable currents of traditional job hunting, or will you dare to chart a course through the extraordinary? The choice, as always, is yours. But know this, the universe is vast, filled with untapped opportunities just waiting for you to communicate with them on their own peculiar terms. Your next career move isn't just a step, it's a leap into an unknown. Wondrous professional adventure. Embrace the unconventional and watch your destiny unfold. If you enjoyed this episode, like and subscribe for more, ring the bell, and comment below. And remember, all play and no work makes Jack have to steal from a giant after spending all his money on beans.